I've been out in Fort Mac about 5 weeks now. I meant to do at least 3 of these videos, but my computer's been down again. Um, yeah, she's shutdown's gone quick. I expect to be laid off any day and go back home for a bit. Well, I'm actually homeless right now, but I'll stick handle that, and then I'll be off to Pickering for another shutdown. Now I'm about to release these videos on my YouTube page, and I'm a little anxious and nervous about it. I don't know how certain people and certain entities are going to react, but you only live once, I guess, so we'll see what happens. Now, I don't I look forward to seeing my daughter when I get home for a week or a week and a half. But I don't even know if I should let her know that I'm home. I don't know if I can hug her. It would be more torturous, I think, to see her and not be able to touch her. So I might just spy on her for the week. I don't even know where I'm going to stay. I don't want to impose on anybody. I mean, you're traveling and stuff. It's unclear exactly what the rules are once I get home. Uh, so I've done it before. If I could lived out of my vehicle, go shower at the rinks, whatever. You stick handle for a week or so. Now, working in refineries and plants has a lot of similarities to hockey, I find. I move very cautiously when I go into plants. Some people move rapidly. I don't understand that, but I equate it to like a penalty kill. Like you have your head on a swivel, you got eyes in the back of your head, you're always looking for the next danger, like a D-man trying to slip in behind you. And in a plant, like there's danger all around. You want to get in, do your job, and get out for the most part. And then towards the end shutdowns, some people, their minds aren't on tasks all the time, and that's when it gets even more sketchy. Now, if I had to choose the most comparable film that I believe Shutdown is going to mimic, it would be the cult classic SLAPSHOT, which is a hockey movie, and it's near and dear to most people that play hockey, and I think Shutdown's going to be very much the same. Like, yeah, there's a lot of craziness in there and stuff, but you know what? Most of that craziness really happens. And it's the same with shutdowns and the characters involved, and a lot of the characters involved are hockey players, so you get that similarity with the both. Now, it's a bit of a cardinal rule, apparently, that you don't use real names when you name your characters for films, which I started out basing everybody off real characters, and I used the real names, and then I learned that, and then I changed the names to these fictional names, actually names based off mostly hockey guys that I played with. And then I was like, I'm using real names, and I just talked to the guys, like one of my best buddies, like Bart and Shinny, are characters in this, and I just asked them permission. I said, I'm making this and I want to use your real name. Are you gonna have a problem, or do you give me permission? And they're like, go right a fucking head. I don't care about that. So I'm using real names for many of the characters. Some of the guys I can't, because I know they'd be the type of guys that, oh, you based this scene and you used my name on this, boom, I'm going to sue you. So there I've used fictional names. Now, part of the script and part of the storyline is 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through. The boys got to take time off because they've been working too long, and they decide to go to Edmonton for a couple days and let loose. So here they hook up, the way I wrote it, they hook up with a local legend in St. John named SHAD, and he's actually the NHL Old Timers director. So he's always bringing in those guys into St. John and the Maritimes and tours all around. And Bart and Shinny and I have played in a whack of those games with those guys and hung out and stuff. But anyway, the storyline is those guys hook up and they get into some shenanigans in Edmonton. I wrote Chris Nyland and Marty McSorley in this, and I talked to Shad about it, and he's like, oh yeah, that could work, but you know, there's other guys too, like Ron Duguay's acted before and stuff, and I didn't know that, but so we'll see how that works out. I don't know. So I ran this by Shad last summer, and he said, you know, this is interesting, but talk to me when you get it to the next level, which is understandable. Like, I don't have money backing or producing partners involved in this right now, so that's all fine. Then I started watching Overdrive off TSN a couple of years ago, and I liked those guys, and I thought, geez, what if I use those guys on there? Hayes and Noodles and O-Dog, like that could be interesting too. And then I start thinking, well, geez, there's no money behind this right now. There will be money, but I'm thinking, well, O-Dog, he's going to want some money, rightfully so and stuff. But then I started thinking, geez, well, what if I just use my buddy Randy? He lives in Kingston. He played, and his buddy Aaron Asham, fly him in, and we could use those guys. And Randy's already said, yeah, no problem. And then I'm watching Overdrive again, and I'm thinking, geez, what if I just use the Grappler and Al's brother and that Jerry guy? Like, you could use those three guys, and they'd be a lot cheaper than O-Dog and the boys. So I don't know what's going to happen, but one of those four sets of guys is going to be in this film. Now, I'm going to post this email address. If you're a Shutdown worker, you email shutdown_film@outlook.com and give me your best story. Your singular best story, and I'm going to read it. I'm going to catalog them, and I will share them, and some of these will go into a sequel or a series, whatever comes out of this baby.